is a movie, and you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part.
Woo! We are back at a Monday, beautiful people. It's Monday. Happy Monday. Welcome to LoveBabz, LoveTalk. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy. What was your weekend like? My week was fabuloso. Fabuloso. My weekend was fabuloso. Hey, Harry, good morning. I don't know if Paul is listening. I hope Paul is listening. If not, hey, Paul. What did I do this weekend? It looks a little bright outside. I think the high is going to be a 70. Although I need this weather to like settle down. It was a little brisk yesterday. I was out and about, but it was a little brisk. So let me tell you what the weekend was like. It was a good weekend. It was a great weekend. Let's see, I was at Possible Futures Friday. Well, you know, my weekend starts Thursday. How about that? Thursday I was at I hosted the Total Joy in You Autism Foundation 10-year gala. And they gave me this wonderful little beautiful little never forget you are the piece that made the difference, and some flowers, which I gifted to Jameson for the African American Society meeting, founders meeting, which was Saturday. So Friday I did the autism thing, which was wonderful. Thank you, Winter, for the wonderful makeup. As always, she took a lighter touch to me because I really was not in a makeup mood, which is rare because I love when she does my makeup. So I was in a let's go light, and the lighter glam was really nice. I mean, it still took a lot of work, but it was a lighter color palette. Friday, I was over at Possible Futures, had a good time. I saw my great love, B. Dozier Taylor. We had a conversation with Lisa Monroe and Susan Monroe about the book that they just edited, the Hakai Mahabooty essay on Never Without a Book. That was in Black Men Dangerous, Obsolete, Single Obsolete. And that book came out in 1992, something like that. And I remember I bought it at a Walking Truth Christian bookstore, Black Print Heritage Gallery. I have a copy somewhere in here. So we did that Friday night. Nino was Tequila Friday, although I can't drink because I was on meds. Today is my last day of rotation for these meds. I took my pill this morning. I got one more to take, and then I gotta, not drink for the next 3 days, which runs right up to my birthday. I'm just saying. So that was Friday. Saturday, what did I do Saturday? Lord have mercy. So it's DiasporaCon. That was Sunday. Saturday was, yes, the African American Society Founders lunch. Founders meetup. It was like 4:00 in the afternoon. So that was nice to hear everything that's going on over there with Jameson and the African American Society. And it looks good in there. Banquet facility, lounge, co-working space. It looks good. It's coming along. It is coming along. And then then went over to Ife's for dinner because I couldn't eat anything at the society. I mean, I ate a little something, but not like they had a lot of food, but there was a lot of food I could not eat. That's all right. I don't look like I missed the meal, not one bit. So hung out at Ife's and we watched, we binge watched, what is that little crazy show? North from North, I think. And I think it's called North from North on Netflix. And it was such, you know, we remarked about how incredible the writing was. It was good. It's if you know anything about the indigenous people of Alaska, the Ingwe, I think that's how you say it. Anyway, they're indigenous people, and they've been, when the indigenous people were kicked out of the places, they were sent to all points, and that's one of the points that they were sent to. Anyway, it's a cute. The Inuk people. It's a fictional Inuk community in Nunavut in Canada. So, and I don't think since Northern Exposure, remember the little show Northern Exposure? Have we had seen this many indigenous people on a show? Like not like cowboy and Indian mess, but living their lives and just getting through and just existing. So anyway, so I think not since then. Have you ever seen a quirky little indigenous centered show? So anyway, we binge watched that, which was really good. I enjoyed that very much. And then I went home. I had a nail in my tire, so I had to deal with that Sunday morning, which was nice. I went to Leonardo Sedano up on Dixwell Avenue. Got a nice little tire repair shop. If you need a tire repair, they are the ones to go to. Courteous, clean shop, eager, and they plugged my tire. I was so grateful. And then made my way to a Broken Umbrella. We're working on this play. So we were at next door with what's his name, Doug, and we learned how to make pizza in a restaurant. It was fun. I have a pizza. I made they had gotten rid of all their vegan cheese pizza. They had gotten rid of all their vegan cheese. So they just had, the dairy cheese. So I made a red sauce, sausage, broccoli, and artichoke pizza. It was yummy. So we were there from 9:30 to 12, and then me and Margot and I, and then we went over to DiasporaCon, which was amazing. I had so much fun at DiasporaCon. It was so well done. It was at Next Haven this year. High five with Nita Austin and Ife and Shah. They did such an amazing, and Zanaya. It's such an amazing job. such an amazing job. It was good. The speakers were good. I caught the keynote at the end. I stayed for that. I almost got a tattoo. Margot got a tattoo. Markeisha got a tattoo. I bought copious amounts of things. Let me tell you, I should not have bought a damn thing. I bought a cape. Look at that. So pretty. I saw Addie, and I bought tons of soap. These are the sample soaps. And let me tell you why I bought the sample soaps. Because I love her soap so much, and I buy her soaps. And what happens is, I wait till the soap runs out before I break out a new bar. But the sample soaps are small enough where I can use a bunch of them. I don't have to wait that long to use them up. Do you know what I mean? And they just, if you've never used her soaps, they are so nice on the body. They're so nice on the body. So I bought, and then I bought, which I had no business doing at all, not one bit. Not one loving bit. I bought some earrings from Pretty Africa. I bought the cape from Pretty Africa too. But she had some earrings that I just could not, walk away from. And they are gorgeous. I meant to put them on this morning, but, in the morning sometimes I don't get it together. But I don't have anything like these. So that's why I got them. So I got, the continent with the cowrie shell. Look at that. Lovely. And then I got the triangle with the cowrie shell and then a little bit of see, look at that. Now, I don't really need earrings at all. Like, I could just be in earrings till the day I die. Let me fix this so it's right. See, look at that. But it was that pop of yellow that won me. So those are those. And then I do not have a black and white pair of earrings. And these just felt very indigenous to me. So I got these. See these? Aren't they cute? They just speak to this black and white vibe. So that was it. Oh, I thought I lost myself. I didn't. So that's the that's it. That was my weekend. And then I went home and went to bed. I'm tired. I did some pre-law work, so don't everybody be looking at me hard. I got a lot to do today. I don't have any plans this evening, so I'm going to catch myself all the way up. I'm not behind. There's no behind in learning at your own pace. I just know I've got legal writing coming up, and I need to get to some of the harder things so that I'm not like lost in the sauce. That's my thinking anyway. That's my thinking. So, that's my thinking. Anyway, that's the way of the world. And so here we are Monday. That is my weekend. And I hope your weekend was good. It was a little drizzly a couple of times. I was like, all right. And if you want to see more about the DiasporaCon, the pictures are up. And then, it was in Next Haven, so I popped into the gallery at Next Haven. They got a wonderful exhibit up called All at Once, Reflected Through Glass. There's these beautiful glass sculptures in there. And so that was good. 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 Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, I mean, all is well. All is well. And my birthday is coming up. And I'm always hyped about my birthday. And Harry, did I send you? Let me send Harry an invitation right now. I thought I sent you an invitation, Harry. I know you're not going to come. I think I sent it to you and Karen. I'm going to send it again. Because maybe if Karen gets it too, maybe she'll make you go. Maybe. And I have her number. So, yes, let me stick this in here. And these invitations just got done. So it's not like I was like holding off. No. So it'll be fun. It'll be lots of fun. And I think I've got some guests coming on this week. I think next week I'm not here. I'm at Story Week. I'm not here next week. So Monday through Friday, Harry will play the best of, and then during the Great Give, I suspect Paul and then will hijack my time slot and run some great Give conversations. Paul had already been tapped to if I could interview people and talk to people, and I was like, I'm not here. I'm bummed. I'm sorry. I signed up for Story Week, and I've been committed to doing it, so I'm still committed to doing it. And it brings me so much joy to do it. So I'm sorry I won't be participating in the Great Give this year. I didn't participate last year either. Who knows what next year will be like, but I'm sorry to those who reached out to me and ran up on me. And, are you doing it? I got to coordinate with Paul. Can you do it? No, I'm not around. But whoever you get, you'll enjoy. They'll be fun. I'm sorry. So I'm not here for the Great Give. I'm not here for the Great Give. You know what? I'm quite touched that people want to talk to me. So there's that part. Like, I love when people want to talk to me. I love when people want to find me and want to come on the show and talk about whatever project or thing they got going on. Because I've been at this a good while now. I don't even know. Harry, how long have we been doing this show? I don't even know. And I'm sure we've got some kind of milestone anniversary or something. I don't really need a milestone, but we've been doing this for quite some time. I think we started it in Black History Month. So we probably passed our anniversary date. I think. I'm not totally sure. But I figure if anybody has those records, Harry would have those records. So Harry would have that information. So, Harry, are you okay? Are you okay, Harry? Harry, are you okay? Are you okay, Harry? You've been hit by smooth criminal. I'm just saying. I couldn't help but do that. It was fun. So yeah, I got Story Week. Story Week is gonna be live. Gonna be all the way live. All the way live. Because I've got I know a few people who are going up And some of them know that I'm going to be there. There's a couple who don't know I'm going to be there. So they're going to be pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. So I'm looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it. So, yeah. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. So, anyway, that's the lay of the land, good people. I've got some folks coming on, I think, this week, because I won't be on next week. And there's some events coming up that I think people will be excited to hear. And I'm excited about this year's International Festival of Arts and Ideas. They got some really cool stuff. It's very pared down this year, which is nice because I must tell you, it has been dizzying trying to, and don't get me wrong, it's not a criticism. This is not a criticism because I love the festival. And I loved wrestling with my guide about where am I going, what am I seeing, what am I doing, and things were conflicting. So it's pared down. So I'll probably still have that problem, but not as much. 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 You know, not as much. So exciting. Now I just need to I need to hear back from some folks. I need to hear back from some folks about what they want me to do. I haven't. So we'll see. We'll see how this all goes. We'll see. We'll see. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I'm waiting to hear back from some people because they need me to do something, and I have not heard back from them yet. Yeah, so we'll see. You know, I'd love to talk to people. So I, like everybody else, is waiting for the weather. I'm deliberately waiting to talk about the craziness of the world and the foolishness of the world. I will say this. I'm glad that Sinners is doing a great job at the movies. I'm happy about that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm happy that Sinners is making a whole bunch of money for the second weekend at the box office. You know. I am I paid attention to the Negroes for Lease League. The Negroes for Lease draft day. The NFL. And what was going on with Shador Sanders and the way that all played out. And a couple of essays caught my attention, which I was so enamored of. And I wanted to read the piece that I came across that was so quite moving to me. And I should have saved it, but I didn't. I figured I would find it again online. But what I'll do is, I know I tagged my good friend Kevin Walton in it. We're about to launch a book club. And here it is. So anyway, this summed up for me this whole Shador NFL draft foolishness, which is steeped in plantation mentality, racism. And I let me be very clear. I do not care what white people think about us, about what we do, how we roll in the world, how we exist, how we be. I do not care. What I do care about is when black people do the work of white supremacy. And listen, every black person on the planet has, if you've grown up in a Western overreach, then white supremacy is a part of your day to day. So I don't say this as if somehow or other I've not carried the weight and the piss of white supremacy. I have. And my mission in this part of my life is to, when I see it in myself rise up, is to beat it out of myself, to do away with it. When I get into that capitalistic mindset, and I know it, it is to undo it immediately. So I recognize the influence and the power of white supremacy. So when I call out white supremacist things, I'm not exalting myself. I'm not suggesting that I am above it. I am not. And I have to daily check that. Daily, several times a day, check that white supremacy mindset and comings and goings in the way that I am in the world. And I love that I am in a place in my life where I can call it what it is and deal with it. I don't have to explain it. I was like, oh, I know when I'm doing the work of white supremacy, and I immediately check myself. So anyway, here is the post. And it was from the Hungry Black Man. He posted this a day ago. Shador Sanders isn't special for facing bias. He's special because he refuses to bow. It should come as no surprise that Shador Sanders is facing bias as a black quarterback prospect. That's not new. It's a tradition. Warren Moon, a first to second round talent, went undrafted because the NFL decided black men couldn't lead. Lamar Jackson, a top 10 prospect, fell to the last pick of the first round under whispers that he should switch to wide receiver. Deshaun Watson, projected top 5, slid to number 12, passed over for lesser white quarterbacks. Justin Fields dropped from a top 3 prospect to the 11th pick after false damaging rumors. Geno Smith, once considered the number 1 overall pick, fell to the second round, swallowed up by media narratives crafted to diminish him. And every time someone mentions Tom Brady as if that comparison matters, Tom Brady was never expected to be anything. He was a backup quarterback. He was a long shot. His story was a fairy tale, not a script written to diminish him. Big difference. Because the NFL draft isn't really about skill. It's about entertainment. Entertainment for an audience that is overwhelmingly white, overwhelmingly male, and overwhelmingly comfortable with a familiar story. The grateful black kid from poverty, overwhelmed with emotion, ready to pledge undying loyalty to the system that saved him. But Shador Sanders doesn't fit that script. He's not broken. He's not desperate. He's the son of Deion Sanders. And all that implies: legacy, preparation, confidence, awareness. Had Shador come from a broken home, had he worn his poverty like a badge, he would have been celebrated for his grit. His confidence would have been forgiven because it would have been fragile, controllable. From the dimwits saying Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams got drafted high, so Shador facing bias is a moot point. It's like saying Barack Obama became president, so racism is over. It completely ignores structure. Individual success does not erase systemic patterns. Jaden and Caleb are exceptional talents, but their draft success doesn't mean every black quarterback is judged fairly, nor does it erase the deep-rooted discomfort with black men who project ownership instead of gratitude. Shador is different because he refuses to play that part, the part of the grateful underdog, the part that asks permission to be confident. His struggle isn't about talent. It's about the discomfort he causes by showing up with entitlement to excellence, not just hope for it. One or two exceptional cases don't undo decades of a rigged culture. If anything, they're used to cover it up. And here you go defending the system and the same bullshit as expected. This is a different story. Shador is a different kind of black man, and America has never known what to do with him. Young Deion Sanders was arrogant and worked hard so that his son could be confident. That is the sign of a good father. Shador represents something the NFL simply is not ready to celebrate: a black dynasty. It's fine when white families pass down excellence, the Matthews families, the Mannings, the Longs, but a black father raising sons with expectation, not just hope, a black father who stands proudly beside his sons, not as a shadow, not as a burden, but as a diehard supporter and guide, that unsettles the narrative. And you know good and well, proud, defiant, brilliant, refusing to disappear after his own career ended, and instead teaching his sons and other young black men how to stand taller than he did, is about a black father ensuring his son knows the traps, the games, the corporate betrayals that consume so many young players who thought they had made it, who thought they were participants of a system rather than tools of it. The NFL isn't built to celebrate that. They are built to exploit players who have nowhere else to turn. Players who won't have a father in the meeting room. Players who will smile and nod and know better than to speak up. And make no mistake, Coach Prime presence would be a disruption, and that alone could make many teams hesitant. He would ensure his son isn't mistreated. He would ensure the team knows this young man is not alone. That kind of advocacy, that kind that white families have enjoyed for generations, is a threat to when it comes to black men. He wouldn't be welcomed like other legacy families to rounds of golf, cigar hour, or charity dinners. The NFL doesn't want well-mentored, well-prepared, well-loved black sons. They want bargains. They want desperation. They want players who will be silent when disrespected, grateful when shortchanged, and replaceable when broken. They need players whose confidence can be controlled. And that's why some of our own people, hurt by the same system, are quick to say Shador should be more humble. Humble for who? Humble for what? Or who? For their comfort? For their insecurity? Hell no. He should not shrink to fit someone else's small vision. I know this dynamic personally. I have walked into black communities with plans to build, to donate, to uplift, only to be met with suspicion, mistrust, even hostility. Who is this guy? Why are you here? We don't need no outsiders. Meanwhile, white developers come in these very same communities, steal land, gentrify neighborhoods, exploit and displace the same people, and not one says a word. I have seen firsthand how we sometimes distrust black excellence more than we distrust white exploitation, how we will attack a black man's confidence but celebrate a white man's audacity. We have to change that. America has always reserved the full privilege of dynasty, entitlement, and respect for white families. Black families were meant for broken homes, prison records, Section 8 housing, and any black man who dares to defy that is punished. The NFL is no different. It's a $3.5 billion a year system designed like so many others to ensure that black achievement never outpaces the comfort of the dominant society. In the end, Shador Sanders doesn't need the NFL nearly as much as the NFL needs him. He and his father have the platform, the resources, and the vision to build something bigger than a draft pick. They could walk away from the draft tomorrow and build a billion-dollar empire on their own terms, and maybe they should. The minute you stop begging to be included, the minute you realize you don't have to play the game at all, that's when you are truly free. I honestly think he would become a free agent or pick so far down that he has to work his ass off and prove himself and bend the knee. For those who believe these systems are about merit and not race, I leave you with the words of Christopher Columbus describing the indigenous people he met. They are very gentle and without knowledge of what is evil. They love their neighbors as themselves. They are very generous with their possessions. They willingly give with such kindness as if they were giving their very hearts. They would make fine servants. With 50 men, we could subjugate them all, and make them do whatever we want. Subjugation was always the plan. It just looks neater now, packaged in billion-dollar TV deals and draft night celebrations. But the core has not changed. It never has. And that, my friends, is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And that, for me, that was the best essay that I could have read on this. That's the best essay that I could have read. That's the best essay. And that's the best essay. And I stand on that 10 toes deep. And I've watched this whole thing play out. I haven't really, I'm not a football fan anymore since that whole Colin Kaepernick foolishness. I've never gone back to football. And I was a football fan, but I've never gone back to it. And I hadn't gone back just for what I was just reading. For me, all I can see is a plantation mentality. And the execution of the draft is such a modern day plantation, And they don't want mentally strong black boys. They want broken kids who show with their mothers and their fathers is nowhere to be found. They like that narrative. That's the narrative that they like, And so while they're whispering, around, and this is what I mean. I don't care what white people do or what they say or how they say it. I concern myself with the way that we as black people move in and out of the world. And when I hear black people toting piss for white folks, it just drives me out of my mind. This drives me crazy because that's just somebody who has been so subjugated, so conditioned, so beat down by the system that they really think that what they're saying is progress. And it's sad to me. I get it. That's why my judgment and my criticism is not unduly harsh, because I understand. I understand it. I just don't like it. I don't like it a whole lot. A whole lot. I don't like it. So I'm just a sucker for your love. Your love. I'm just a sucker for your love. For your love. I do have a patch from the African American Society number 024. Now I need a jacket. I have one jean jacket which I've never worn. I don't know if I want to put it on that jacket, or maybe I get that jacket and I just put patches on it and just patch it up. Markeisha has one like that. I have a jean jacket. It's a little fancy. It's like a peplin. My ex-husband's wife gave it to me for a birthday present some years ago. So I'm like, I should, and it's pretty. It's pretty. So I might put this patch on that joker. I'm just a sucker for your love. For your love. I don't know why I'm in this Rick James kind of vibe. Oh, and April is poetry month, so I'm gonna read some more poetry. I don't know who I'm gonna pick. I gave you some Lucille Clifton. Maybe I'll give you some Joy Harjo. I don't know. We'll see. I got a gazillion poetry books. Maybe I'll find my Hakai Mahabudi because I love Hakai Mahabudi. So maybe I find some of his poetry. I usually read a lot of his poetry at weddings, that kind of thing. So, well, you're a sweet, sexy thing, and you make my whole heart sing. And there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. Da. What you got to say? I don't even know. So maybe I'll make me some tea and see what time it is. Good morning, daughters. What y'all up to? Okay. And so much good news is happening. I'm waiting for more good news. I need more good news. I need lots and lots and lots and lots of good news. I need an abundance of good news. Yesterday was my son Khalil's birthday. I think he turned 23 or something. I think he turned 23. I think. Oh, no. I think he turned 24. Brianna, how old is Khalil? 24? Yeah, he turned 24. Lord have mercy. So he's 24. And, so we wished him a happy birthday. I don't know what he got into. Oof, these people are wild. So yeah, and then my birthday is Friday. I have plans. I have a weekend kind of thing situation happening, and I'm looking forward to it. So you'll just have to catch the pictures. So it'll be highlighted, but I'm looking forward to it. My birthday is so wonderful to me. I enjoy my birthday. I love celebrating. And it doesn't always have to, like, every year we're not going to Marrakesh. Do you know what I mean? Like, every year I'm not going to Marrakesh. That's just not going to happen. But what I can do is just be excited to celebrate in this moment. Just be excited. To just be excited in this moment and just be like, okay, I'm alive. I have breath. I notice my breath. It's exciting. So that's how I kind of come to it, with that vibe. And I'm just looking forward to celebrating with people that I care deeply about, who have my back. You know what I mean? Like, that's just a lovely feeling, it's so good loving somebody and somebody loves you back. I'm in a soul mood. I don't know what it is, Harry. I'm in a soul mood. So yeah, that's the vibe. That is the vibe. That is the vibe. That is the vibe. That is the vibe. So That's it. We'll just keep it moving on. And I'm gonna buy me some lottery tickets because why not? It's my birthday. Should have lottery tickets. You know, can't win if you don't play. So I might be inclined to do that. See how that goes. You know. Oh, I've got stuff. I don't even know what I'm sweating. I don't know why I'm sweating things. I don't know why. But we'll make it do what it do. We will make it do what it do, baby, 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 baby. So if you haven't seen Sinners, go see it. It's a horror movie. At the end of the day, it's a horror movie. But it's a horror movie with a whole lot of metaphors and a whole lot of reach back, historical aspect, a blending of things. So it's a horror movie with all the things. You know. And honestly, I like it. So if you don't like horror, so what? Go see it anyway. You know, see it because it has never been done. See it because it's Coogler and Michael B. Jordan. See it for that. Seriously, you know, see it for all the things. That's what I want to say. See it for all the things. You know. And, you know, this is one of these things where everybody's talking about it, and you could be a part of the larger discussion and put your own spin on it. You know, I know there are people who can't abide a scary movie. I'm with you. Vampires, I like vampire movies. I don't like other kinds of scary movies. Like, I don't like, you know, chasing me with a chainsaw, you know, or I'm in a scary house and I gotta fight my way out. Like I don't like that kind of stuff. Cause I'm gonna walk right out the front door and I'm gonna keep walking. I ain't gonna look back and get in my car and drive away. That's it. I'm not gonna rescue no. Like, listen, I'm out. You out? You not out? I'm not coming back to get you. I'm one of them people. Like, I told you I'm leaving. You want to stay in this creepy ass house? See, that's why I wouldn't be good in these kind of movies because I'd be like, cut, I'm out. Nope. I can't stay. I gotta go. Nope. Bye. Deuces. Adios. Au revoir. CC. Ciao, ciao. I mean it. I mean it. I means it. I means it. It's just a little too much. A little too much. A little too much. So I don't like to be scared out of my mind. I really don't. But I like vampire movies. Don't tell me why. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I think because they have such a rich history of, you know, that they could just stay in the world forever and ever and ever, just killing, drinking blood. And then you see the sophisticated vampire movies. You know, they keep their own clean blood in the fridge so they don't have to go kill people. You know, these modern vampires, they done tapped into the blood bank. They can get the kind of blood they like. It's like, oh, I'm gonna tap into the blood bank. I ain't got to be out. I don't have to be out all hours of the night hunting down prey. I can just hit up the hire some people to get me some blood from the blood bank. I'm good to go. I can live my life. Wild. So anyway, so I love when people take liberties with, you know, these vampire stories. You know, because really, not too much. You can't go wrong. You know, and I learn some new stuff all the time about vampires, particularly when you watch people take creative license. I watched a miniseries, I don't know, a couple of months back, and it was vampires and wolves, and it was this whole world of different mat witches and vampires and all that. It was interesting. I enjoyed the series, so it was good. So anyway, and I don't think they're making another one, so I think that was a one and done. So anyway, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna be all about the poetry because April is Poetry Awareness Celebration Month, And we're winding down, so it's coming to an end. Although you can read poetry into May. There's no poetry police. Although with this Trump administration, it might be poetry police. I don't know. So I'll be right back. It's so good loving somebody and somebody loves you back.
24 seconds, yeah, you better not stop. You got 24 seconds, can you beat the shot clock? What you waiting on, little daddy? I ain't